Hey everybody, Dalton Mack with Second Scout Training Solutions, and we're going to talk a little bit about the gear, some of the gear that was shown in the video where I was playing the guy who has been around guns his whole life and doesn't need to train. So to be clear with that, you're not going to be able to outbuy bad training. You just can't. You're not going to be able to get an expensive enough optic or a sturdy enough belt to outweigh bad training or no training. It won't happen. But we're going to talk a little bit about my gear, why I have it set up the way I do, and what some of this stuff is for. So here we have a Mayflower plate carrier by Velocity Systems, and I bought this from a buddy a few years ago. I love this plate carrier. It does what I need it to do, and it does it pretty well. It's nice, it's comfortable, it fits well, the padding's good, and it's a breathable material in the back, which is super important. If you ever rocked military standard gear, this is better and just does what it needs to do at a more effective level. The chest rig that I have on the front doubles as my mag carrier, or my mag pouches for the plate carrier itself. This way I'm able to, if I ever need to get lighter or I'm not quite doing something as strenuous or as heavy, for whatever situation you may believe in your head, if I need to get lighter and maybe go check something out and not necessarily go into a home or to a business or whatever the case may be, I'm able to just remove this, take off the clips, and now I have a chest rig. Dalton, where are the straps? Straps are right here. Keep them in the plate carrier as well. That way it's all together. If I need to get light, attach these, wear the chest rig, run around, secret squirrel shit, whatever. And then if I need to get heavy for whatever reason, clip, shove this back in and move forward. For the sake of time, there is a back plate that goes to this. It's inside of here, but I'm not going to dig it out. I have to fold it all weird to get it in there. Not worth the time, but that is why I have it set up. Now, something else. I'm not going to insult your intelligence. Most of you people watching probably aren't stupid, and you understand that I'm aware that red, white, and blue is bright and not wood colored or whatever. No shit. I just like it. It's cool when I'm doing little videos and stuff, and I just like looking at it. The Sasquatch patch was funny, so I bought it. The Firearms Policy Coalition, great people, check them out. But that's just a patch that I got in the mail because I became a member, so I put it on my plate carrier. It works out. That's pretty much my plate carrier in a nutshell. I can do a deeper dive later, but I just want to talk a little bit about some of the gear. So that's the plate carrier. This is my med bag. On my Instagram, you can see kind of what I have in this med bag and why. If you can think of anything that I'm missing, please let me know. If you can think of anything that's too much, let me know. A lot of people make comments about the Barbie and the Thor dolls that I have in here. The reason for that is if I ever do come across a wreck and I'm able to maybe not necessarily save the parents in the best way, I can give the kids something to take their mind off of it. It's just to kind of keep them under, you know, a little blanket of mental reassurance that everything's going to be okay, so they don't have to focus on and watch their parent's skull bleed out or whatever the case may be. So I leave that stuff in there for children. That idea was given to me at one of the employees at JSE Surplus, I believe is what it's called, around Cape Girardeau. Check those people out. I hadn't even thought of that, but the guy has done some search and rescue stuff, and I think some firefighting. Was also in the Navy, and he gave me that idea, so I was like, yeah, I'm going to keep that in there. So that's why I have the Thor and a Barbie doll inside this backpack, along with my medical equipment. The backpack itself was just purchased at the PX a few years ago, and honestly, it works. I use it when I go out, when I do camping or whatever, if I'm just dicking around. And it's held up. Like I do genuinely enjoy this backpack. Are there better things out there? Yes, but this isn't really my heavy duty backpack. This stays in my car as something quick that I can grab to maybe respond to a car wreck or, you know, some crazy stuff on the side of the road. That's what this is for, and it does that purpose very well. Quick note before I move into the belt. As far as medical equipment goes, it's the same thing as firearms. If you don't use it, you're going to lose it. It's a perishable skill. Things are always changing. There's always things going on. Different tools for your toolbox. There's always new equipment coming out that could do the job better. You know, more adhesive band-aids, more weather-resistant band-aids, different tactics as how to apply a tourniquet or where or what tourniquet. Things are always changing. Keep up to date and just understand that, like firearms, medical equipment is one of those things that you shouldn't go out and buy for funsies without knowing how to use it, because it can go south for you or the other person very quickly, and depending on your state, the amount of care you provide if something goes wrong, you could be held responsible. So understand, going forward, don't just have some random shit that you never trained with and try to put a neck brace on somebody and end up doing more harm than good. Moving forward, belt. So this belt here is a high-speed gear belt, HSGI. I bought this belt 4 years ago maybe. I like it. I bought it when I can't remember exactly when, but anyway, so I went around and built this whole belt in a day. I was bound and determined to have everything done, so that left me with some gear that I wouldn't pick otherwise, but it still does its job. My mag pouches are just Marine Corps surplus that I think I got at Saigon Sam's. Shout out to Saigon Sam's in North Carolina. But I got these there, I believe it was. These mag pouches I like. They have some retention. They're not like blown out and used and abused like your mother, like the ones you get from the Marine Corps. These have some retention, and I like these rifle mag pouches quite a bit. Dump pouch, just a standard regular dump pouch, nothing fancy about it. One thing that drew me to it is I don't like having shit flapping around on my belt the best I can. The exception to that is my IFAK, unfortunately, but this I'm able to fold up so I don't look like a goober in front of my friends when I'm trying to be a cool guy here at the range. The knife, nothing fancy. I can't remember exactly where I bought it, probably at the PX also, but it just Tonto blade, nothing fancy. I like it. It is a Gear-Aid knife. Never really heard of them, but I wanted to build this whole thing out, and this is what I chose to go with. Moving on, my IFAK, I've got videos videos and pictures breaking this down on my Instagram. Check those out. This is my individual first aid kit. It has some quick access stuff that this has, but if this isn't really needed, I can take care of pretty big traumas with just this and the tourniquet, and then assess from there and come back here and grab, you know, smaller stuff or some random shit like that. But here I have my tourniquet staged and ready to go. Depending on how you stage your tourniquet is how I judge you. This is the way that I find is the best. It allows for ease of access. I'm able to get to it quickly, pull it out, and it's ready to rock. Limbs, all that stuff. Remember, kids, if they're bleeding from their head, you put this around their neck. Don't do that. I saw that answer given in boot camp, and I'll never forget that kid. So that's my tourniquet. This is just my admin pouch. This gets to one of my dirty secrets pertaining to this holster. I've got some random shit in here, chem light, and then I've got the all-important universal adapter piece. Now, I understand that my holster is not the best. It's a Black Hawk holster. In order to make this fit my pistol clear, I have to attach this to the bottom and make it fit with this. It will not lock. It will hold, but I keep this in here with the multi-tool that takes it on and off to allow for access and to get this on the pistol so it actually stays. I know I'm a dirty center, but it's not a terrible holster. I do like it. I do train with it, and as long as I get that adapter on, I'm good. I don't really see myself in a scenario where I have time to put that on but not respond to the situation. Does that make sense? So, or where I'm not, nothing's gonna be so dire where I need this belt that I can't take the time to put the adapter on. If it's that dire, I need to be engaging and worry about that shit later. So that's my justification for it. I do want to get a better holster in the future, but as for now, it's good enough. I come out here, I put the adapter on, I do my drills, and the adapter does stay on the belt, so I am able to transfer back and forth should I need to. And that's pretty much it for the belt. The gear you have, for the most part, this may not be a popular statement, is better than the gear you don't, or the gear you dream about, right? I have I would say most of it's mediocre gear, maybe mid-tier at best for the most part, but I train with it, I use it, I trust the plates. The plates that I have in there are Guard Dog level 4 plates. They perform well, they do. You can look up all kinds of videos and they do fine. So you don't have to go out and spend thousands of dollars on gear when you could be spending hundreds of dollars on ammo to get better. Ammo, targets, and the gas to get back and forth from the range, as opposed to buying all of the crazy high brand stuff. Now, the crazy high brand stuff is usually a lot better, has some benefits, you know, more comfortable to wear or whatever, but do what you think is best for you in your life. I think it's better for me to come out here and train and save some money on random gear, as opposed to go and never train but buy the Gucciest gear that I can find. Personal opinion, I think that's pretty easily supported, but somebody will have a problem with that, and if you do, let me know. Anyway, I just want to take a second, talk about this. I've got some more gear I can go over later, but I had it in my car at the range, so I figured I would talk about it. Be safe, get decent gear, but train, and remember, seconds count.